One of my strongest interests was the classification of different subgroups of depressive disorders, because it was clear that when you dealt with depression, you were dealing with a very heterogeneous, a very mixed group of disorders. And if you ever wanted to try and understand the biology or the origins of this disorder, you had to try and distill down the phenotype, or you had to distill down the specific type so that you got a pure group. And that was on my mind from early on. And then when I arrived at the National Institute of Mental Health and started working with Tom Ware and Al Louie, Herb Kern, a scientist, came to our attention. A gentleman who had recognized in himself a seasonal rhythm, such that when the days got shorter, he became depressed, and when they got longer, he became hypomanic, and he had hypothesized that the seasonal variations in light were driving those rhythms. So we gave him more light in the wintertime. We expanded his day, creating a summer day length or summer photoperiod in the wintertime, and sure enough, he came out of his depression. But what was clear to me was that one swallow did not make a summer, and that we would need to get a group of people in order to try and figure out, is this a generalizable issue and is there a generalizable treatment? So I called around some colleagues who dealt with depression quite a bit, and nobody had ever heard of such a thing or recognized such a thing. So at that time, I did something which was akin to ambulance chasing in those days, and that is I spoke to a journalist at the Washington Post, our newspaper, about this unusual case and one or two others that had come to our attention, and said, is there anybody in this vast metropolitan area, anybody else, who has seen a seasonal change in mood? And she ran the article, which was syndicated, and to my astonishment, thousands of responses came my way. So I created a systematic questionnaire and had people fill out these questionnaires. And when I read their responses, that's when I thought, Eureka, this was so exciting, because there was something about the monotony of these responses, something about the replicative way in which these people answered the questions. I slow down when October comes. I sleep too much. I can't wake up in the morning. I eat more than usual, especially sweets and starches. I gain weight. I can't concentrate. I become depressed because I fail at various things. I withdraw from friends and family. Again and again and again, I heard that, and I thought, wow, we've got a syndrome over here, because it would be too much coincidence for everybody to be answering these questions in the same way.